day on the Isle of Wight for me at the moment. There's Ventnor, beautiful. So what does a day in the life of a typical van life normally involve? Well, I normally park here in the morning on the seafront. Usually try to get exactly the same spot, just here. Then I walk down that way for 9 o'clock to get a coffee. So this van's been here for a couple of days now, so I assume they're probably on holiday, but yeah, what a lovely day. I do this every morning though. I just walk down here to the little cafe over in the corner over there, the little blue building, Bestie and Spinkies. Hopefully the foul weather will deter some of the groups that come to the cafe for early brekkie, because they always bring their kids with them because it's the school holidays. Never get any work done when it's full of squealy children. Hopefully today it won't be like that though. Unfortunately this cafe does have a paddling pool outside it, which is what attracts the squealy children. There's another one of the regulars hiding under the umbrella from the sun. And at about 10:30 every morning at the moment, I come here to open up the Longshoresman Museum on Ventnor seafront. So I normally stay here from 10:30 till 12. It's rather nice in here. Pretty quiet today. So when it is quiet, I can often get some writing done in here, which is really, really useful. So research on my Kindle, as you can see, and then I normally I write mostly on my iPhone, but I've also got my computer, MacBook Air charging over there. But to be honest, I prefer to write on the iPhone using voice to text on the iPhone mini, which I'm filming this on at the moment. What a glorious day. My little van over there. Look at the sea, so rough.
Pizza maybe? Something like that. Really cool.
Just about see the
Yeah.
no, the fins of a shark.
Just about poking out.
So it just came ashore, but it seems to be, it is alive, so it's going back out again. So back in the museum, that shark apparently was a smooth hound, which is one of the common species we get offshore here in the UK. The beach safety guy did throw it back in the water, and it seems to be okay because it was swimming around when it was back in the water, but hopefully it won't get washed ashore again. Pretty cool start to the day. So I'm now back at the van. It's kind of midday now. When the weather's like this, I'll generally just sit in the van and write. God dear. When the weather's not like this, I'll be sitting outside and writing. Again, I always use voice to text rather than rather than typing, or I generally use voice to text anyway. Ah, the weather. Let's do a bit of writing. So, comma, just to illustrate, comma, this is how I do most of my writing, full stop, new line. You can see it's made one error there, full stop. Sometimes, comma, it will go back and correct those sorts of errors, full stop. This time it hasn't, colon. That's actually quite unusual, full stop. New line. The first thing you might notice about this approach is that I can speak a lot more quickly than I can type, full stop. And, comma, as you can see, comma, it's doing a pretty good job of getting my words correctly transcribed, full stop. Also, comma, there doesn't appear to be a limit to how long it will continue to transcribe what I'm saying, full stop. So I could sit here for 10 minutes talking and it will continue to transcribe whatever I say, full stop, new line. And of course I've written a short book on this subject, how to write and publish books on your smartphone, full stop. New line. I deliberately pause there, comma, just to illustrate that it doesn't mind if I pause, full stop. Let's see if it corrects pull to paused, full stop. So it seems to struggle with the word pause, full stop, although above it has now corrected pull to pause, full stop. New line. So there are certainly words that it gets wrong, and that's a very good illustration of that, full stop. But obviously this is a whole lot quicker than typing, comma, and I do tend to take, full stop, I do tend to make quite a few mistakes when I'm typing anyway. So I think there's swings and roundabouts in terms of typing versus voice to text, full stop. So hopefully you can see it's quite practical just to sit in the van and write a book on a smartphone without the need for a bigger piece of kit. And as I said, this booklet was written entirely on my phone, on my iPhone mini, and then formatted, well, edited, then formatted, then published, all entirely on my phone. So that's what I'll do during the day when I'm not working in the museum, which I do between 10:30 and midday, and then 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. Now the rain seems to have stopped, so I'm going to go out for a walk, I think. So now the rain has eased off, I can walk into town and get some oats milk. Love this view of Ventnor High Street with the downs high above. It's very beautiful. That's where I'm heading. Here comes the rain again. Got back to the van just in time, just as the rain started coming down again. Wonderful. So back in the museum for my afternoon session, 3:15 until 6 o'clock today, and it's just gone 5 p.m. Benny does not wish to be disturbed. So the weather's cleared up quite a lot now, which is nice. It's going to be a nice afternoon and evening by the looks of it. And the breeze has dropped off a bit. Well, it's 6 o'clock now. Just finished in the museum. So what do I do in the evening? Apart from watch the crows, watch the seagulls. I am going to go and find some food. So I haven't been writing that much in the evenings, to be honest. I used to go to that end of the bay, into the Spyglass Inn, which is a very nice little pub overlooking the bay, because I used to be able to write quite nicely in there, but this time of year in summer it tends to be quite busy, especially now given the weather. So I'll probably this evening just sit in the van, watch some YouTube videos and something on Amazon Prime and just relax. So probably no writing this evening. So there's a hint of sun coming out over there, but and lots of people on the beach. But there's also a rain cloud in the distance. I think we're going to get some more. It's coming that way from the west. Ah well. So it's just gone 7 p.m. My usual evening routine, just sitting in the van, steamed up because I'm cooking. Very nice. Vegetable borty. I'm drinking nice old speckled hen, and I'm reading this superb book. Really good. Jimmy Narain, Course Creation Simplified. It's all about how to create online courses. It's really about the mindset and the kind of how to build your confidence and banish those kind of fears, and it's really nicely written, really good book. I'm really impressed. It's clearly self-published. It doesn't actually have a copyright page or anything else in here, it just goes straight in. Really lovely. I'll do a review of this book soon, but there's a link to it in the description below. The older curry's rumbling nicely now. But yeah, that's my evening plans, just to read that. So I will say good night, and hopefully have another video tomorrow maybe.